Are you ready now? We can't afford to keep standing. Okay, don't be nervous. You'll have the whole Pride backing you up, not to mention this giant tin can. Just stay safe until we reach the purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out! Brotherhood is at your service.
Target acquired. Obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resonance barrier. Probability of mission hindrance: 0%.
Look, if we make it to the purifier, we can chat then. Now's not exactly a good time.
Oh! Fascism is a temporary setback on the road to freedom. Engaging Chinese invader. Democracy is non-negotiable. Embrace democracy and more democracy will be eradicated. Democracy is non-negotiable. Chang will fail. China will fall. The last domino falls here. Democracy is non-negotiable.
They lead just like anything else.
Tactical. Red Chinese victory. New communist target acquired.
They lead just like anything else.
Alaska's liberation is imminent.
To arms, brothers, to arms! Significant. Get obstruction detected. Composition. Titanium alloy supplemented by enhanced photonic resonance barrier. Established stratagem. Inadequate. Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge. Or you will be eradicated. German Chang will fail. China will fall.
Stay sharp and stick close to me until... Watch your step!
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this. I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power. Once this facility is operational, the masses will flock to the Enclave for fresh water, protection, and a plan for the future. The American people are worth fighting for. The future must be secured. I won't let you stand in the way of that. You're in over your head. And once you're dead, we'll finish off this pathetic brotherhood and become the true saviors of the wasteland. This ends now!
Well, that takes care of that. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition is left outside. Let's get this room secured.
Hello? Hello, is anyone there?
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah
Dr.
Lyons.
Lee,
I'm in the
something's wrong
control
with the
room.
purifier.
We're both here. What's going on?
Someone answer. I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? I wish that were true. Really, I do. But you heard Dr. Lee. One of us... You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
A fantasy, even for someone of Braun's capabilities. It was nothing short of, well, here we are again. Project Purity.
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. We don't have much time left.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered. Yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough. It's all right, you're safe now. You're in the Citadel. There was some sort of energy spike as the purifier started. You and Sarah were knocked unconscious and brought here to the infirmary. We've been watching over the two of you for days. I'm glad to see it's paid off. Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you. Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us. Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. She's right here. Unresponsive, but to see that you've recovered gives me hope. As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Enclave. They did not directly attack us, and I believed we had time. Time to be cautious. Their assault on the Purifier forced our hand. We had no choice but to engage them directly. And once that engagement was begun, we could do nothing but see it through to the end. If they had not considered us a threat before, they do now. So we have spent the time since you and I last spoke, systematically locating and destroying every bastion of Enclave force we can. Liberty Prime has proven far more successful than any of us could have hoped for. The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier and is managing distribution of the water to the people of the wasteland. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the on-site operation. Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
Hitting the rack.
What's the situation? Super mutant activity in DC is high, but nothing out of the ordinary. The area around Galaxy News Radio is nearly secure. I see.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
You honor us with your presence here.
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting? Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you? I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions? If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. I'll alert him that you're on your way. It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly oversee the Purifier, so as to prevent any mishaps. Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation and is directly overseeing our efforts. Performance is exceeding all our expectations. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no counter. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy. And
hey, be more careful.
Hey, you're awake. All right. Paladin Tristan is just inside. He's waiting for you. Head on in. Tristan is waiting for you.
Well, well, look who's back amongst the living. Some of us were starting to wonder if you and Sarah were going to pull through. Is that so? Well, it'll be good to have another soldier we can count on. Basic rule of thumb on these operations. Keep your head down and let the robot do most of the heavy lifting. He can take it better than you can. I need you to keep your head on straight. No heroics, okay? Come on, things should be underway by now. It's been pretty standard for the last week or so. We get intel on positions, go in and burn them out. The tin can does most of the work, honestly.
Democracy. Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Impossible. Anchorage will be liberated. Anchorage will be liberated. Communist threat assessment. Minimal. Scanning. Structural weakness detected. Exploiting. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Communism is a lie. Satellite uplink detected. Analysis of communist transmission pending. Red Chinese orbital strike imminent. All personnel should reach minimum safe distance immediately. Catastrophic system failure. Initiating core shutdown as per emergency initiative 268222099. I die so that democracy.
We need to find out what the hell just happened. There's no time to talk. Get your ass inside that base and help the troops locate the source of their transmission. Now, soldier. I don't know. Terminals, data, anything that can help us.
Hostile detected.
Incoming!
I'm sorry.
I hope you know what you're doing. There's another one!
Sound the all clear.
Enemy down! Courage, my brother! You're facing... Submit!
Fall back to regroup!
Contact! Opening fire! I've got your back. Target acquired.
Engaging hostile!
Another one.
Hostiles!
Pattern out!
Opening...
Taking fire.
I got plenty more. Come on!
Something.
Careful with that! We've got to find out what they just attacked us with. Keep your eyes peeled. Cut it out. Target acquired. Give me some help with this one. Engaging! Brotherhood. Sound the all clear. I've got contact.
Where? The wasteland will forget you ever existed.
Hail.
And here's me with the news.
Hey. I can't believe it! All those years of work. I'm still waiting on the debriefing from Tristan. I don't know what could help at this point. If anything, we should be thankful they waited this long to use... what? Nonetheless, we should try and move on. What is... Ah, yes. Well, I'll see if we can't figure out how to read it. Perhaps it can give us some insight as to just what happened out. It would be good to salvage something from this mess. Thank you for bringing this to me. I believe Elder Lyons will want to speak with you as well. If you'll
I trust you've spoken with Rothschild. I hope he can make some head. With our primary weapon destroyed, we risk losing our momentum and jeopardizing the... I must admit, I now wonder whether moving ahead with this operation was an error and... And yet, discounting the fact that our best field commander is in a coma, and my personal feelings for my daughter, things have not gone. If we fail now, we could lose everything. I sincerely... If we are to succeed now, it will once again be largely thanks to you. Paladin Tristan has... Please, report to him at once. We've little time to waste before the Enclave sees it. fail.
You honor us with your presence here.
Need something, friend?
Yes?
Nice work back there. Let's hope this... Unfortunately, we don't have time to sit around. Based on what I've seen of you so far, there's an assignment I believe you're well... With the setbacks the Brotherhood has suffered, we find ourselves in a difficult position. All our available resources need to be positioned for the inevitable counterattack from the Enclave. At the same time, we believe we may have developed a tool to help our But with everyone needed to help defend against the Enclave, we have no one to send on a recovery mission. So, I'm going to have you travel to the Olney Power Works to secure some tech. Hopefully you'll be able to find a Tesla coil, an experimental device from before the war. Our scribes need it to complete a little surprise they've been preparing for the Enclave. Get there, get the coil, and get back as safely and quickly as... Check with Scribe Valancourt. She's been researching some of the Enclave technology we've recovered. From what I understand, she may have come up with something. I'll be waiting for that Tesla coil, if you can find one. If we're going to have any chance of taking down their vertibirds, we need a Tesla coil. Report back immediately.
I'm still very, very busy. Well, maybe. I mean, possibly. I think so. But I don't know how much this will actually help. I mean, I'm not quite sure how effective it might be. But I think I've figured out a way to override the signals the Enclave is using to control their death claws. Here, take this. It's only a prototype, so please don't lose it. It's a semi-standard transmitter, only I altered the frequency modulation and jacked up the out. Based on some experiments I ran here in the lab, it should override the signals the Enclave uses to control death claws. Don't worry, it's constantly broadcasting, so you don't need to do anything. Just don't lose it. And so far, I have no evidence of adverse effects of EM interference in humans. Animals, maybe. Anyway, it doesn't have a huge broadcast range, but it should. It overrides the Enclave signal, so as far as the death claw is concerned, you're in control. And remember, it works passively. As long as you have the scrambler on your person, it'll do its job. If you get too far away, well, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think there might be some bad effects. Oh, for the death claw. All right then. There have been reports of an Enclave camp southeast of Old Olney, so I'd head there if you want to try it out.
I hope the scrambler ends up being useful. I'd hate to have spent all this time on it and get no results, or bad results. Good luck.